How's it going? How's everybody doing? It is the weekend. It is the weekend. Thank goodness for that, right? Of course, by the time you're watching this, weekend's probably come and gone. But, so hopefully you had a good weekend. But for me right now, at the time of filming this, it is Saturday, a little bit after 2 o'clock. Started out my day today, my weekend, if you will, actually working. One of the guys I work with, he normally opens on Saturday, and he needed the day off for a softball tournament, and he had said something to me yesterday about it, and I was like, I didn't know, nobody had said anything to me about working, but it wasn't a big deal. I mean, I just, obviously, it's things, it's nice to know in advance. But, he asked, basically was asking, without outright asking me, if I would be alright with working, because he had a tournament. So I got a hold of the store manager and said, hey, did you need me to open? And she said, she wasn't planning on asking me because I work so much Monday through Friday. And, but, if I wanted to, I could. I mean, it's not a question I wanted to. I mean, if we're talking about once, I'll be honest with you. I wish I was well enough off where I didn't have to work at all. Okay, so, I mean, if you ask me what I want, I don't want to work. No, it's not to say I'm not somebody to take advantage of the system. I work my ass off, and I don't have a problem with it. But I'm just saying, if I was wealthy and I didn't need to work, then I'd easily be able to say, well, no, I don't want to work. I got other things I'd rather do with my time. But so it's not a question of wanting to, but it's a question, I didn't mind doing it. I mean, it's more hours. I was already in overtime. So, what the hell. And, like I said, I'm friends with the guy. He's a good worker. I enjoy working with him. And, there was a time when, I can remember, having to, being part of a team, if you will. Back in my younger days, when I used to write BMX freestyle and stuff, a group of us had kind of our own team, and we would occasionally go and do things. And I kind of kept with it. I mean, the team we had, the group of us, once we all kind of got out of school, we kind of went our separate ways. Even though a couple of us kept riding for a few years, we kind of went our own way. The team wasn't as cohesive as it once was, when we used to hold our own little competitions and go do shows and stuff like that. But I can remember for the first couple of years when I was working, there'd be times when I was going to go do something, so I would see if somebody else would work for me, so that I could have a certain day off to go to go up and kind of be like the precursory entertainment, if you will. At there was a couple times I think we went up to I don't know whether it's still there or not, but in Lima, Ohio, there was a big bike shop, and there was a couple times when we'd go up and we as our out of our own choice. It wasn't like we were requested to come do anything, but we'd go up there, the group of us, as kind of like our team, and we'd go up a couple of hours before the show was supposed to start, and find someplace either there at the bike shop or close to the bike shop, and we would put our own little show on, to not only to draw attention to ourselves, but also just to, because we enjoyed performing, we enjoyed doing trick riding and stuff like that. Although, I'll be honest with you, looking at the stuff they're doing in BMX freestyle these days, I'm just, I mean, what we were doing back then is child's play compared to what they're doing now. I mean, you know, stuff that we thought was the big chizit on just like flatland, you know, they're doing that shit in the air now. It's crazy. But needless to say, I can remember at times needing to have a certain day off, so, you know, I would arrange for somebody to work that day for me, and then you know, either I'd have the day off, or most of the time what I did was I actually, you know, then I would work one of their days. It was just kind of a trade. But these days, I don't care. Like I said, I mean, it's not a big deal. It's not like I was at work all day. You know, I basically just went in at about 4:45 in the morning and got off a little bit after 11. So, not a big deal. I didn't mind doing it. And for the 2 weeks, I'm at 70, almost 72 hours right now for the 2 weeks, and I still have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I'm probably going to be looking at, you know, I'd say at least 30 hours of overtime, if not maybe 35, 40. So, can't complain. Anyway, what I'm here to do is kind of a little combination video. I'm going to show you a pop that I picked up, at least for now, for my own collection. You know, there might, somewhere down the road I might decide to then get rid of it. But for now, I decided to trade in some of my tokens that I had with MysteryGrail. And I got two things with my tokens. I got this Funko Pop, and then I also got a set of 20 of their Pop Shield protectors, which I think last I seen is they're still due to be delivered today. So by the time I get done with this, they might be down on the porch. I don't know. But this is a Funko Pop that I picked up using my tokens. It's kind of a nostalgic pop for me, because I'm old enough that I was in my youth when these characters first came out. I mean, when they first debuted as toys and as an animated cartoon on Saturday mornings, I was a little kid. So once you see what it is, you'd be like, damn, dude, you are ancient, aren't you? Yeah, yes I am. Alright, so I'll have a link down below to MysteryGrail. If you're wondering what that is and what I mean by tokens, MysteryGrail is a Funko Pop, in particular a Funko Pop store. And they also sell all kinds of Pop Shield and Pop Armor protectors for all kinds of different shapes and sizes of Funko Pops. Every Saturday, every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, they drop a mystery box. They normally do like 1,500 to like 1,700 or 1,750, somewhere in there. Mystery boxes where you basically pay $15 plus, I think it's $4 shipping, and you get one Funko Pop in a box. Every week they have a number of grails available, and some of them are like $300-$400 grails. And you're basically paying for one Funko Pop. So you may get your money back, you may come up a dollar short, you may get one of the big grails and get a $400 or $500 pop. Also, in each little box, you normally get a couple pieces of candy, and then you get a scratch-off card. Scratch off the card, and you can get everything from tokens to Pop Shields, Pop Armors, T-shirts. They have all other kinds of like instant prizes that you then trade them in for. But most of the time, you get tokens. You enter the code in our website, let your tokens accumulate, and literally you only need like a couple hundred tokens if you want, say, like a T-shirt. So it don't take very long if you want to trade them in for something. But if you let them accumulate, then some of the higher tier stuff on there, they kind of rotate in and out, and you can get some pretty decent stuff. Okay, so check out, I'll have a little link down below to MysteryGrail if you want to check them out if you're not familiar with it. Got some blue tissue paper. I'll hold on to that in case I sell something from a Poshmark. You know, normally when I sell clothing and stuff, I kind of like dress it up in a box a little bit. They recommend you do that just to make it very nice and presentable, and hopefully, you know, if somebody gets a package and it's well packaged and it looks really nice, you know, it kind of works on the subconscious a little bit, and that shows a lot of good customer service, if you will. So they might be more likely to come buy from you in the future. And I could certainly get behind that. Of course, bubble wrap I'll keep too, because that comes in handy for shipping literally anything. Here we go. This is I Am Optimus Prime. Yeah, bad take on his voice, but yeah, this is, I believe it's like the metallic Optimus Prime. It has a special edition sticker on it, which obviously, you know, probably, well, not necessarily. Most of the time, the actual, whether it's like a con type sticker or whether it's just a store exclusive sticker. Of course, normally if it's a con pop and it don't have the actual con sticker on it, it'll still have like the shared sticker on it, not like a special edition sticker. But the store exclusive stickers normally garner a higher value, but not always. It depends on what's selling. Because if you have a lot of them exchanging hands that are just have the special edition sticker, which is normally when they're shipped and they are sold overseas, they put that type of sticker on it. So non-US. So a lot of those are the ones that are exchanging hands through websites, eBay, you know, whatnot, whatever. Then it kind of shows the market is reflecting that those are in more demand than the actual store sticker, which might not be the case necessarily. It might be that people that have the ones with the store sticker just aren't selling it. They want to keep it. Whereas people that have it with the special edition sticker, you know, maybe they don't want it because it's got the special edition sticker on it. But regardless, it's kind of like reverse psychology, if you will. Because then, you know, the one that people really truly want don't have quite the high value because the market thinks that more people are actually wanting this, and it's just because the one with special edition sticker is the one that's being sold. You know, the other ones are people are keeping. There we go. Got the plastic off now, a little bit better to see. It is a really cool, excellent mold on that. Excellent paint. Yeah. All right. Well, let's see. I don't remember how many tokens I used to get this. Let's check value of this. Bring up HobbyDB. And then we will get to the second part of this video. I don't know where I'm going to put this at. I'm going to have to make room over there somewhere. Optimus Prime, a retro metallic. Shows two variants. I'm guessing maybe the. All right, yeah. So they had the Peter Cullen, who's the guy that does the actual voice for Optimus Prime, has worked for years. They had $7 a pop signature series of this pop, limited to 70 pieces, and it's coming in $100. But this one, just by itself, no autograph or anything. It looks like it was originally an Amazon exclusive, but they don't show a distinction between the Amazon sticker and this one, so they must be pretty neck and neck as far as value. And it's coming in at $24. So, I mean, you can't complain about that. I mean, technically you didn't get free because you had to buy so many mystery boxes to accumulate the tokens to trade in for this. But on the most basic level, I use tokens instead of cash to get this. And I basically, so if you look at the tokens as being, it didn't actually cost me money out of pocket, I basically got a $24 pop for free. Can't complain about that. And we'll just set that there. Alright, moving on. The next thing I'm going to open up is, I got this from the BAM Box. If you haven't heard, the BAM Box, which I've been a subscriber to really since the beginning, or close to the beginning. I think I started my subscription maybe 6 months or so after they had started doing it. I've been a fan ever since. But they are kind of progressing their company. They're getting away from BAM being the name, and it's going to be something culture. Something culture. I forget what Adam said the actual company name was going to be now, but one of the big brands underneath that umbrella now is going to be his personal brand of things called Big Beast. And so they're phasing out the subscription box. So at the end of the year, the BAM Box, the one I get every month, will not be there anymore. So I'll probably subscribe to another type of mystery box to take the place of that one. But I'll still keep an eye on BAM, and when they do have special sales or stuff like that, because they're still going to be doing autograph. They're still going to be doing, prints and I think pins and stuff like that. It's just, it's not going to be a subscription mystery box type thing. I think they're planning on opening like a retail location there in Texas somewhere. I forget where they're located at right now. Are they in Austin? I don't remember for sure. But anyhow, they're still doing like sales, special sales. And this came out of one of their special sales. They had a special sale of a CGC Slabbed comic. And I don't remember exactly how much I paid for this. But that's what this is. This is supposed to be a CGC Slabbed comic. And if I remember right, normally when they do these, occasionally they slip in some higher value ones. Outside of the ones they just did for like their comic mystery box when they ran it. So you have a chance of pulling out something really good. Alright, so let's make sure that's the only thing in the box. Yep, that is the only thing in the box. I might keep this box. It's a kind of an odd shape of box. That might come in handy if I go to ship something and I need a box that size. Well, I don't have one. Alright, here we go. This is it's a BAM exclusive on the back. Exclusive cover. Dynamite Comics is what I can see in the back of this. Get it out of the bubble wrap. Hold it up so you can see it. Alright, so we have got, let me get out this plastic. We have got CGC's Signature Series. It's graded 9.8 white pages. Barbarella, Volume 2, Number 6. Dynamite Entertainment, 2021. Signed by Sarah Hoyt. on 12/20/21. And Sarah Hoyt would be the writer of the story of this particular comic book issue. So, there we go. Not bad. I'll take it. That makes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 34. This makes the 15th comic that I have that's slabbed. Some of them I've gotten through mystery boxes and so forth, and other ones were some of my own collection. Actually, I want to say about 7 or 8 of them are ones that I took out of my own collection and sent in and had graded. And actually, I pulled out a few more that I hope to do here soon and get sent in. So that's it. That's the video. If you enjoyed it, give me a thumbs up. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you're not a subscriber and you're a big geek like me, hey, why not subscribe? What the hell? Don't cost you anything. And hey, when I upload content, which isn't on a regular clockwork basis, it varies. But when I do, it might provide you a little bit, a modicum, if you will, of entertainment, a little escape from the daily grind. And we could all use that, right? But, yeah. So hit that subscription bell, or well, the notification bell, the subscription button, I guess is what it would be. And come back for more. If you're already a subscriber and you came back to watch the video, thank you. I'm glad you came back. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned, because the next video coming up will be my very first mystery box from Clint, aka Franchise Kicks. I bought an $80 guaranteed overvalue mystery box from Franchise Kicks. It just came, so that'll be the next video up. So stay tuned for that. As always, everybody, look out for yourself and everyone around you, so we all have a much better chance of staying safe and healthy. See ya.